Mr. Reinisch, thanks for being here. Okay, 5G, metaverse, what's the future?
Well, the metaverse is the future, in my view. I think we are due another iteration of the internet, and we believe in the metaverse. The metaverse is the next logical evolutionary step of the internet, where you can be much more immersive, you have a much greater sense of presence, where you can have not just two-dimensional objects, but you can transfer the three-dimensional world, the real world, into the internet. And it allows us as humans to interact much more humanly, much more directly with the internet, not just with our fingertips, but with our whole bodies, where we can move our hands, where we can manipulate with our hands, where we can move our heads and see things and do things. So I think it's a very humane form how we will enter into the next phase of the internet.
But what's the real opportunity?
I think the opportunity is for so many sectors. The opportunity is, for example, for education. Just imagine that you can take a school class that is not based in Rome to the Colosseum, for example, and see how it was, and you take your teacher and you take your other pupils with you and you get the whole context how it is. So education is fantastic. There are many examples in healthcare where these are real examples, where orthopedic surgeons, they are trying 100 times certain procedures before they try it out on real patients, and that's an enormous development. And then we see it in this country specifically. Italy is very good in designing, having impeccable design of products like fashion, for example. So we see a company like Prada being very active in developing digital fashion, selling digital fashion. We have a company like Luxottica, who is actually our partner to build the devices, the smart glasses for the metaverse. So it's for pretty much every sector that we know. It's art, it's media. Everybody has an opportunity to really create something that is much more tangible, much more valuable for our users and for people in the countries.
So what about Italy, metaverse in Italy? An example, Luxottica.
Yeah, so I think Italy is actually a very special place for the reason that I mentioned. Italy has enormous talents, technology talents, has very senior talents here, but it has the companies and it has the attitude to produce really nice stuff. And that's exactly what's needed. Nice three-dimensional stuff that then can be applied in a digital sphere. So I think Italy can become one of the epicenters of the metaverse. Europe can become one of the epicenters of the metaverse because of this combination of infrastructure, of the business mind, of the attitude, of the affinity to design, and of the talent that's in this country.
Finally, what do you think about this international conference by CNIT?
So I think it's absolutely fantastic that we think about the entire value chain of the future internet. And what we're talking about here is 5G, 6G, so what will actually power these new metaverses, this new development. So the two things have to work hand in hand. There needs to be partnership because together we have to find the opportunities for us and for Europe.